Ellen McCauley. I'm at Pray It Off in Syracuse, New York. And I found what I consider to be one of the best articles ever on making permanent changes in your life. And it was in the session of the first meeting of Session 30's packet. And the first item was identifying your purpose in life. We talked a lot about that. We talked about overcoming our fears. We talked about that because a lot of us are afraid to change our lifestyles. We're so stuck in a rut. And then we also, last week though, I shared with you about the 1,200 calorie plan the registered dietitian put me on. I shared with you the different food groups. And I didn't really talk about the vision board. And a few of you surprised me and showed me the vision board that you had done. So we're going to talk about it very briefly. And next week, we're going to talk about goals. Because so many times I say to people, what is your goal? And they look at me like I'm speaking a foreign language. So we're going to talk about goals next week. But the vision board, it doesn't have to be an actual board where you cut out things, but I never forgot Joe Capriotti, God rest his soul. He did a vision board and he got all these bodybuilders and he cut his face out and he put them on every single one. Was he the best? He was the best. So, but whatever motivates you, whatever keeps you going, and it says all different areas of your life. And that's fine, but I kind of want to concentrate on health and fitness. And you know, there's even this thing online, if you're computer savvy, Canva website. It's free. You can upload pictures, you can draw something. I like to write in my journal. I like to write my vision for my life in my journal. And you can put it anywhere. You can put it on your bathroom mirror. I have a lot of inspirational quotes around the house. You need to have sometimes reminders. I remember Anne at table 2 at Christmas time when everyone was worried about putting on weight over the holidays. She made like a Christmas angel with my face in the middle that she wanted her whole table to hang on her refrigerator. And they all came back and lost weight over the holidays. And I know. They're sitting there, did we? I'm making it up, but I think that it was a nice reminder, okay? And then I want to go to the very next article, which is do the work. I don't mean anything bad by this, you guys. I love you. I love everyone in this room with a passion. But not everyone is really working that hard to lose weight and keep it off. And then they look at me like, how could I gain 2 pounds? And I'm like, 8 pieces of pizza, subs. I can look immediately at a log. Here's the part about the prayer. We have to sustain it. We have to be consistent. We have to get to where we want to go before we can maintain it. We need to do the work. And sometimes you do the work, and then you don't have success, and it's very discouraging. Did anyone hear a primal scream earlier today? Because I have been doing the work. I've kind of been killing myself. I've done everything the registered dietitian said. I've done it all. I'm supposed to lose 1 pound a week. Now I'm going to 3 exercise classes. I'm going to PT. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, and I have stayed the same for 3 straight weeks. And not only did I primal scream, I started crying. I had a little bit of a hissy fit. I had a pity party. Poor me. I try so hard. I work so hard. Why? And then I sucked it back up and said, all right, Ellen, you're done. God gave you a challenge. You got a low metabolic rate, but you don't have diabetes. You don't have high cholesterol. You're on no medications. You're 69. You can go to exercise class. You can do all the things you want to do. Shut up, Ellen, and continue to do the work. Just like Field of Dreams, if you build it, they will come. Maybe not this week, maybe not next week, but what is the choice? You give up, you quit, and you say, okay, I didn't lose weight for 3 weeks, and now I'm going to go on my cruise and I'm going to gain 20 pounds. But I love it. I can't lose weight. 3 weeks I can stay the same, but I'll tell you something. I can gain 10 pounds easy on a cruise. Anyone else with me there? Oh, yeah. So my goal is I'm going to weigh in on October 12th. Get on the ship the 14th. I get back the 23rd. I'm going to weigh in the 26th. Here's my goal. Stay the same. Yeah. And don't you all agree that's a pretty darn good goal?
Yes.
But let's talk about doing the work. All happiness depends on courage and work. I can ask people here, who would be happy? I don't mean people who are maintaining their weight. Who would be happy to lose 10 pounds? And everyone would raise their hand. If I said, who would consistently do the work week after week to lose the 10 pounds? We might think we'll do that on Thursday or Friday, but Saturday night someone says, I want a beer, and you're like, yes. It is staying consistent throughout the work. Nothing ever comes to one that is worth having except as a result of hard work. You know that Simone Biles, she went to the Olympics. It was awful. She said before, she was devastated. She was embarrassed. She was supposed to be the hero, and she just got nervous. She got her body. It just was awful. Did she quit? Did she give up? Did she say, I will never go to the gym again. I'm going to hide at my home? She just won the national championship with the U.S. gymnastics team. She did the work. And I love this one. Nothing will work unless you do. You got to work. The miracle is not that we do this work, but that we are happy to do it. And therein lies the rub. We not only have to eat less and move more, we got to be happy about it. And that's hard. I can eat chips like nobody's business, but eating broccoli, I'm like, this is hard. Maybe butter and cheese would make it better. So, it's hard to be happy about it. Counting your blessings does help. It is only through labor and painful effort, by grim energy and resolute courage, that we move on to better things. Anyone who's in this room, and there's a lot of people who've lost 50, 60, on up 100 pounds. If you say to them, was it easy? They'll say no. And then if you say to them, did it take 5 minutes? They'll say it took years. Because it does take years. And anyone you see on TV, hey, I had these gummies for 2 weeks, I lost 50 pounds. It's a scam, okay? Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. I love Thomas Edison, maybe because I went to Thomas Edison High School. Opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and it looks like work. I love that one too, Tom. Follow your passion. Be prepared to work hard and sacrifice. And above all, don't let anyone limit your dreams. This is another good one by Vince Lombardi. He was the football coach. The only place success comes before work is in the dictionary. And here's another good one. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Bob and I had a big conversation this week, and there are many exceptions, but there are many younger generation, and here I am showing my age. I'm showing it right now. And we even have people that we know intimately that are very narcissistic. Me, I, me. And then one person was like, oh, me, I. Not like, how are you? Yeah. How have you been? And they're like, I'm just not happy, and I need counseling, and I need this. I go, you know what really helped me the most in my life is helping other people. And this person looked at me like, I got to take care of myself first. I go, that does sound logical, but it's funny. Once you start helping others, it's a lot easier to take care of yourself. So that's my philosophy on that you have time to help others and you have time to help yourself. It all works in conjunction. I didn't get there by wishing for it and hoping for it, but by working hard for it. Before the reward, there must be labor. You plant before you harvest. You sow in tears before you reap joy. Poor Bob. It was one of those things where, he had a very successful weight loss week. Get away from me. You had cake at the party and I had nothing. And he was so patient with me, and I love him so much. But anyone else ever cried about your weight? I mean, I have cried, but I'm better now. And here's good old Oprah. The big secret in life is that there is no big secret. Whatever your goal, you can get there if you're willing to work. I'm going to stop right there, Bobby.